Welcome everybody to Neutral Perspective. Manchester City obliterated, annihilated, dominated Borussia Dortmund 4-1. What the hell just happened at Etihad, man? 4-1. You know, first you have to give credit to Man City. They're a good team. You know, they've got a world-class goalie. They've got a good I would say medium-sized defense. I still remember about like players like O'Reilly or Bob. I don't know. I just think the left back is still a big issue in my opinion. I mean, I think Aino is a good player as well, but like, is he like a world-class, proven player? But City absolutely destroyed Dortmund 4-1. I think the thing is with Dortmund is like, this is just the same typical thing that you see in any other club. You've got good attacking players, but like, even if you have good attacking players, there comes a time where your defense goes weak. I saw the Juve match they played. They've got good players. It wasn't there. The defense wasn't there. You know, you can have like Anton, you can have like players like Guirassy, but the defense couldn't handle Foden. They couldn't handle Haaland. Haaland's a massive guy. So for them to not handle him, no. I mean, it's a former Dortmund player, so you should know how he plays. But I just think it was just an annihilation. City deserved it, and you know what? Credit to Pep for that result. 4-1. It was something that, you know, City always loves playing against Dortmund. City always puts a damage to Dortmund's defense. I never seen a time when Man City lost to Dortmund, but today it was just a Foden revival. I think Foden wasn't really a threat that last season. He didn't do much as I hoped he would do it last season, but I think now giving him more games is a sign of something that Foden can produce something. He is a good player. He's been one of Man City's best ever midfielders, you know, because he's still got players like De Bruyne, Yaya Toure, Silva. But I just absolutely dominated. I saw words. I don't know how to explain this. Dortmund is a good. I don't know. I mean, you guys are probably wondering, why am I surprised? This is Man City. Man City have played games where they dominated the game and they annihilated teams and they made the opposition teams look scared. But you know what? It was all about the fact that Man City could it was just a one-sided game for Man City. I think, you know, Anton's goal was kind of a sign of hope, but it just felt like a consolation goal. A consolation goal for Dortmund, because they're doing good at Bundesliga, but they had matches like they had their loss against Bayern Munich and the Klassiker. But they did have a poor start with losing to Brighton and Spurs. But like, you know what? This is something that is a message of hope, because City's got Liverpool on Sunday. This is a message. This is a final warning to Liverpool. Liverpool, you better watch out because you might have like Salah, Words, TK. This is but your defense is still weak. And if Man City can exploit Borussia Dortmund's defense like that, I wonder how they're going to do that against Liverpool. Van Dijk is a good defender, but Liverpool's team has been poor with defence. Losing the Palace twice. United, Brentford, Galatasaray, teams that you would think before the match happened, Liverpool beat Palace. Liverpool beat Palace in the Carabao Cup. Liverpool win against Manchester United. Liverpool beat Galatasaray. But it was one of those games that City can smell the weakness. City can smell that. When you have like those sort of things where, a fun fact about sharks can smell that they can smell blood. If the blood is dropped somewhere, like a pond or not a pond, like a underwater, the man goes underwater, no matter how far the shark is away, they can swim and get something out, get that taste of the blood and attack. It's easy to tackle a human. With Man City, you have players at Haaland, you have players at Turkey. Turkey's been doing really good for Man City this season. I thought that Man City would struggle with Turkey when you have players like Marmoush and Haaland and Turkey, then you've got players like Foden and Silva. That did concern me, but if you think about it, where you would put Turkey in the team, but Pep always finds a way. Pep is always the guy that can find a way to put 4 to 5 attacking players. But Dortmund, man, crazy game for to concede 4 goals at Etihad. Etihad 20 years ago. I miss that Etihad. I miss the Etihad when they went as a big team. I miss that. I miss when Man City won a big team. Now it's just that they got handed things because they've got rich owners. There wouldn't be an Aguero moment. There wouldn't even be a Champions League final moment for Man City. They wouldn't even be in the Champions League. Dortmund just got outplayed, outsmarted. They just fell apart. Honestly, they fell apart. And I'm thinking, how teams like Arsenal and Man City are tearing teams apart, it makes you think, like, it's a teachable lesson, like, for other teams to learn. Learn from how Man City tear them apart, so you can tear them apart. But today, it was just too easy. It was too easy for Man City to break them, absolutely tear them apart, shred by shred. When they say a picture paints 1,000 words, Man City annihilated Dortmund. And you can see the thousands and thousands and thousands of words to describe how Man City defeated Dortmund. And bruv, it was just a masterpiece. But again, if you play a 90-minute game and you have a good attacking players and your team has some weak defense, then the whole team's going to fall apart. Everything's going to fall apart. And Dortmund was like a dominoes. They were like dominoes. If you hit one domino, the entire domino set's gonna fall apart. It just feels like a domino match. You just make up, you hit it and then boom. That's how it feels. City deserved it. Dortmund absolutely deserve that loss. They deserve that loss. Yeah, I can just give that. That's the only sarcastic way to say the bad team. The better team won, but Dortmund deserved to lose. Absolutely annihilation. Thanks guys for watching this video. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Hit that button if you enjoyed this video. The next video is the West Ham versus Burnley Saturday main event. And on Sunday we'll be doing the Manchester City versus Liverpool. And of course I'm thinking of doing the Palace versus Brighton derby again. Someone explain in the comments why is Palace? Yeah, why is Palace and Brighton a derby? I don't get that. Peace. I'm out. Annihilation. Annihilation.